for our next speaker is from Indonesia. He is Dr. Reza Tirtawinata, who is a food researcher and consultant. He now heads the Yayasan Durian Nusantara, Indonesia. And Dr. Reza graduated as a pomologist and is an alumnus of IPB University Bogor and Pajajaran University Bandung. Yeah. His job experiences include as a researcher at the Food Research Institute, Ministry of Agriculture, General Manager at Inkarya Horticulture Nursery Limited, R&D Director at Makassari Fruit Garden Limited, and now a consultant on tropical fruits. He is also a founder member of the Indonesian Fruit Community, Nusantara Durian Foundation, and Nusantara Avocado Foundation. Some of his achievements include the release of 3 jackfruit varieties, 8 durian varieties, and 1 niche for wax apple, rose apple, longan, avocado, lychee, mango, and sapodilla. Dr. Reza has also authored 7 books and 13 research papers, plus a total of 227 articles on food collection, conservation, and cultivation. He has listed reading and writing as his hobbies on subjects such as plant science and metaphysical studies. That's very serious. He also enjoys chess and plays classical guitar. With that impressive background, Reza will now present on developing the jackfruit as major food crop in Indonesia. Over to you, Dr. Reza. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jacob. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, participants of the webinar. Let me have the time to present developing the jackfruit as a major crop in Indonesia. Dr. Jacob has already mentioned my curriculum today. For short, my name is Reza, and I studied at Jakarta and graduated from Bogor University with a thesis on guavas and a Master of Science from Bandung University Pajajaran in durians. And I received my PhD from Bogor University on mangosteens. So it has been 40 years now since I first graduated, and I'm still working on tropical fruit plants. My job experiences at the Ministry of Agriculture as a fruit researcher just lasted for 10 years because I was recruited to Makassari Fruit Garden, which was then owned by the family of the late President Suharto. And I retired in 2014 as a Research and Development Director. Since then, I found a foundation. They're working on durians and avocado because those 2 fruits are now the leading fruits commercially in Indonesia. So jackfruit in the daily lives of Indonesian people, it is a well-known fruit throughout the archipelago. It is known especially for its highly productive trees, big fruits, sweet and crisp yellow flesh. But now it is more popular as a vegetable, boiled young fruits, where they mix in various Indonesian cuisine, namely the gado-gado from Jakarta, the gudeg from Yogyakarta, sayur asem from West Java, and nasi padang in West Sumatra, and a lot more. Together with its relative, the cempedak, the pulp is deep fried with flour for afternoon snacks. And the seeds are also boiled for snacks called beton. So that is what Indonesians are aware of the jackfruit. Concerning the family of the jackfruit, the Artocarpus genus consists of a lot of species other than the jackfruit itself, which is mostly found in Kalimantan or Borneo. The nearest relatives of the jackfruit that are familiar to the people are the cempedak, Artocarpus champedon or Artocarpus integer, the breadfruit, Artocarpus altilis, and the breadnut, Artocarpus camansi. Jackfruit and cempedak are mainly consumed as fruit, fresh fruit, due to its sweetness, while breadfruit and breadnut are more often cooked as a source of carbohydrates and as a substitute of staple food. So other species that are less known outside its habitat, we have a wide range of species here. This is found in Kalimantan. The source is from my dear friend Hanifi Caksono. We have all kinds of Artocarpus from the small size to the large size, and some that are surprisingly acid, like citrus. So Artocarpus is not only sweet fruits, but some are also acid, and some are just tasteless. But there are quite a variety here. So the jackfruit tree itself grows easily almost everywhere from dry lowland, 10 meters above sea level, to humid mountainous areas, almost 1,000 meters, while still being productive. Found also as wild trees in the jungle to the cultivated trees in the backyards or orchards. Estimated more than 95% of the trees are from seedlings. Only a small percentage are trees grown vegetatively from budding, marketing, or graftings. Mostly grown naturally without any good agricultural practices. Some of the selected varieties that has commercial value are kandal, which means thick, dulang, prabu, merah, salak, madu, mini, bola, and nangkadak. So we'll go to the best jackfruit variety, kandal, which means thick flesh. This is the appearance of the kandal variety. It was twice national contest winner in 1989 and 2014. So after 25 years, it still is a leading variety among other jackfruits. You can see here that the flesh is crisp, sweet, and the thickness is up to 11 millimeters. So that's why it's called kandal. And then we have nangkadak, which is a hybrid of jackfruit and cempedak. It is a result from the crossing between the mother tree, the jackfruit, and the cempedak as the source of the pollen. So we have selected the mother tree as Nangka mini, a small variety, which only weighs 6 kilograms. And then we select heavy fruiting cempedak, which we say cempedak kampung, which is 3 kilograms, as the source of the pollen. And after hybridizations, we have this F1 hybrid nangkadak. After 3 years of planting, we have this tree, which is very fruitful. It retains the good qualities of its jackfruit and cempedak parents for fresh table fruits. In example, small and rounded fruits up to 5 kilograms, heavy bearing, easy peeling, thick pulp, moderate sweetness, small seeds, and moderate aroma. As you can witness here, these are 3 variations of F1 offsprings from jackfruit and cempedak. So these are nangkadaks. And here you can find in the jungle, which is actually, we call it the Frankenstein jackfruit, because it looks like a mishap hybrid between a jackfruit and a banana. So some say it's mystical, but then if you take a closer look and then you slice open a pulp, then you can witness that it is real jackfruit. But the skin is so loose, so the pulp just emerges to the surface. So this is why the appearance is very frightening. And speaking about fruit production in Indonesia, jackfruit is here number 9 with a production of almost 700,000 tons, almost 5,000 trees. Actually, I'm surprised how these officers in the statistics department can count up to this point. It's very amazing. But the productivity is still very low, 14 tons per hectare. So it is still not planted as an estate crop. It is still as a backyard crop. As you can see here, banana, mango, pineapple, these are all the major fruit crops in Indonesia. And then for fresh fruit, we usually sell these nangka or jackfruit on the streets. So this is called nangka Bogor, my hometown. They just slice it open, and they slice it because it's difficult to sell wholly because of its gigantic size. Therefore, it is often sliced into 3 to 5 kilogram chunks for the people to buy. They cannot finish a fruit in a day, so they just need a couple of kilograms. And then for instant consuming, the pulps are peeled off its skin, but still leaving the seeds inside. The price is around 35,000 rupiah per kilogram. It's approximately $2 US. And then we have this chilled and frozen jackfruit sold in the supermarket, which is much more expensive. But then they can be sent all around the island, yeah, to far off places because it's frozen and chilled. Not many people like to buy these frozen because they like it best as fresh fruit. The price range is between 30 to 45,000 per kilogram. And then we have here processed jackfruit, which is made into jackfruit chips and candy. In Malang City in East Java, 150 tons of jackfruit chips are being produced each year from 3,000 tons of fresh jackfruits. The industry also produces other kinds of fruit chips. So it's not only jackfruit, but a lot of other kinds of fruits. And then we can witness here selling online. You can see the products here. Yeah, nangka buku means frozen jackfruit, seeds, and juice from jackfruit. Yeah, the prices all are different. Some are really low here, 20,000 rupiah, which is more or less $1.3 US. And as a conclusion, the jackfruit industry in Indonesia is still growing, but at a slow pace due to a lot of choices of other popular tropical fruits. And due to the lack of jackfruit orchards to produce uniform high-quality raw material for the processing industry. This is still a big problem because people prefer to plant durians and avocados now. The lack of standard quality because there is no standard pricing and no big advertising. So still a long way to go to make this jackfruit a major crop. But the jackfruit market still grows as a vegetable produce as it is needed for daily consumption and traditional cuisines that already exist. Maybe research to explore the benefits of the jackfruit tree for environmental issues because it is a sturdy tree that can cope with climate change. So This is what I have present to you, and thank you and have a fruitful day.